work is broken, and you don't need to be the one to fix it. And I know some of you will struggle with that because you can see the problems. You can see where things are going wrong, the processes that are broken, the leaders that can't lead, the coworkers who just need a little help or motivation, the practices that don't make sense, the lack of clarity on roles. And you may even want to help. And in fact, you probably can help. But at what cost? That is my question. At what cost are we going to spend our time and energy trying to fix things at a job that is broken? That's what I want to talk about today. What is that cost? I spend so much time trying to do this very thing. I love helping people. That's the entire reason why I even started doing these YouTube videos, was just to try to help people out. And, you know, I've been in my particular career field for like a decade, maybe a little over a decade. And so there's a lot of things that I've seen year after year, multiple leaders, different organizations, and I feel like I can absolutely help. But it always just amounts to basically nothing, right? I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of times you just can't help people, right? Some people don't want help. Some people you can't help. Some people get offended by you trying to help. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what do you get for it? I'll tell you what you get for it. 5 things in particular. The first thing you get is a lot of wasted time. Because yes, you've got your own job. You've got the things you need to do. But now guess what you got to do? You got to spend all of the other time helping other people out. You're going to be doing your normal job and then spending extra time to help other people out. The second thing you get is a bunch of stress that isn't yours to carry, right? If your coworker is failing and you try to help and it's not working, you're now taking on their stress, right? They should be stressed about that, and now that stress you have. If your manager is failing and the whole team is stressing out trying to keep them afloat, for what purpose? That should be their stress. They're failing. Then burnout comes. That's the third thing, burnout. You're spending all this extra time, taking on all this extra stress. Of course, you're going to get burnt out. You're going to get burnt out physically. Stress is exhausting. Time is precious. But you're also going to get burnt out mentally, because what is the point? It's going to lead to other frustrations, which is the fourth thing, which is discontentment. Because now you've been doing all this. You've been putting in time, effort. You're trying to be a good team member, trying to be a good employee, and all for nothing. And now all of a sudden, all of your efforts that fail feel like a failure for you, when really you're not failing at your job. You're failing at trying to fix everybody else. And then that leads to the fifth thing, and that is resentment. Now you're resentful. You're frustrated beyond what you were originally, right? So now it isn't that you have a manager that's struggling. You have a manager that's struggling that won't take any help. And now your anger, your frustration starts to grow. And that can happen for your manager. That can happen for a coworker. That can happen for your company as a whole. And at the end of the day, I think it makes perfect sense. People want to help people. I have no problems with people helping people. And if you are someone who's in a position where you are able to help and you're noticing positive impacts, I'm not saying to stop. But I am saying, those of you who are out there hustling, working hard, trying to do the best you can to keep everything going, to be the fixer, I relieve yourself of the stress. You don't need to do it. You don't need to fix everything. And in fact, a lot of things you can't fix. So we need to just focus on ourselves. Focus on what you can control. That's your reactions, your workflows, your processes. And if by controlling those things you positively influence the other people, then great, right? That's fantastic. And then maybe you can help that way. But I think to go out and to intentionally try to help fix things, it's just a dangerous game. I think a lot of times you end up spending a lot more time and energy on things that have little to no return on investment in terms of what you're getting back. And some of you may be thinking, well, if I can help, if I can make a positive impact, won't that look good on me? And the answer is yes, it will. It'll look great for you. But the problem is that if you're trying to get ahead, trying to get to the next level, they may not want the fixer to go, right? If you're the fixer, you're the person they count on to come in and solve all the problems, they can't afford to get you out of that job, right? A lot of times, if you're the fixer, you're actually the one they're counting on staying because they need you around. The people that, if you're just marginally okay at your job, maybe your personality can get you a promotion. Maybe your years of experience or some friendly connection you have can get you a promotion. But if they need you in that job to keep the department afloat, you're not getting that promotion. They need you down there to help out. So I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, right? I think everybody should help people, right? I like helping people. I just think that we need to weigh up the cost when it comes to our workplaces. A lot of workplaces are broken, but they're broken beyond our control, right? So, cultural issues, leadership issues, those types of things, a lot of times, those are from the top down, right? So if your leader is bad, there's a good chance their leader's bad. And if their leader's bad, there's a good chance their leader's bad. There's some disconnect, and often it's higher than what someone at your level can possibly do, unless you're running the company, in which case, yeah, you need to fix it. I've honestly just seen a lot of people recently who have just completely burnt themselves out trying to solve all the problems. And you lose good employees who quit, who just lose it and quit because they can't fix everything. And the problem is that they never needed to fix everything, right? And so that's my encouragement to you. Control what you can control and let the rest fall where it may, right? If there's a way for you to positively impact it, then okay. But weigh up the cost, right? Don't allow a broken workplace, to diminish your mental health because you're trying to fix everything. Control what you can control and let the rest go. So I hope this video helps. Kind of random and spur of the moment, but if you did like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.